Welcome back, everybody, to the Nevin Shapiro Show. I'm Mike Tirado. I'm here back with Nevin Shapiro. And today we have a very special episode for you guys. I know you guys come to this channel for some insight and things that happen behind the scenes that maybe other outlets don't talk about. Well, we have an episode here for you that Nevin's going to get into his own PSA about. I'm going to let him go. I'm not going to say much on this episode. It's really going to be more Nevin on this episode. But before we do start, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please click that subscribe button real quick. We are sponsored by K2 Water Hydration. Get your K2 Water Hydration formula at k2waterhydration.com and use code NEVIN10 for your discount. And of course, as we start every show, let's get into the action. All right, Nev, like I said, I'm going to kind of let you go on this. So I know you have a State of the Union PSA to tell everybody about what's kind of going on in the behind the scenes with a certain situation. So go ahead and give your dissertation.
Yeah, so I don't know how much of a State of the Union it is, Mike, but I wanted to really make this point very clear to the fan base or whoever watches us. I know we do have our fans that really appreciate the candor that both you and I share with the fan base. And you had promoted last week on the heels of our Louisville loss that you had witnessed me in a certain rage or whatever the word verbiage you used. And a lot of people got very excited to see what we were going to put out. And I'm here to share what exactly it was. Okay. I had to, and I'm going to explain why it didn't come out last week and why our show was 24 hours later than the norm. We like to film on Mondays and put it out same day because you want to hear about the game as recent as you can.
Sure.
Right? And so this is what happened, people. Mike and I were at the game Friday against Louisville, and Coach Soldinger was with us, along with a number of the other University of Miami former guys. And I have a very strong relationship still to this day with many. Not all, but many. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, if you watch our show, you've seen plenty on our show.
It's beyond our show.
Yeah. Oh, yes. 100%.
All right. Coaches as well?
Yep.
All right. So there's a much deeper story here with regards to my scandal and what took place and everything else. And this is not going to be the time for airing that. In due time, all of it's going to come out. But let's be clear. There's some guys that I really, really F with. Okay? Because I'm on a non-cursing incentive plan here. Right? I know it's hard for you guys to take me serious when I'm not cursing, but take me serious. So I was really, really pissed. And the Louisville loss had zero to do with it. Because if you remember a famous coach, Dennis Green, once saying about the Chicago Bears defense, they were who we thought they were. I can say the same thing about our head coach. He is who I thought he was or is. What happened was I got a text message from Willis McGahee. Nev, I'm leaving. Leaving where? The stadium. I text him back. What are you talking about? He was denied access as a University of Miami Hall of Famer and legend, all-time legend. I dare anyone to give me a greater legend offensively in the history of the program. And you could say Toretta and you could say Vinny Testaverde because they both won Heismans. Neither of them had the impact or fanfare and love and adoration of the city of Miami like Willis McGahee. Agreed?
Oh, man. My favorite offensive player of all time.
Who, by the way, lost $30 million balling for this program because he would have been the number 2 pick in the NFL draft. Period. Not maybe. I know that for 100%. Denied access to the field. Well, how did that take place? They didn't like his affiliation with me. If you don't like me, that's cool. it sort of worked for you when I was bringing in 100 first-round picks. That was cool. Okay, it is what it is. It's a private university. You have to maintain a clean look. I got it. But to take it out on Willis McGahee? Okay. They reached out to Willis, so I agreed not to say anything. Willis was not pushing me, but I couldn't believe the disrespect shown to that guy. I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it. It gets worse, Mike. It gets worse. Willis had a sit-down on Friday with the athletic director of the University of Miami, and they basically told him, your perks are suspended as long as you hang out with Nevin Shapiro. What are your thoughts?
Well, I actually have two questions for you. Number one, and this is kind of in a different direction, but on the same topic. What are DJ Khaled's statistics at the University of Miami? Because, you know, that night he was allowed on the field and he warmed up with the team.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to know, like, what his stats were at the University of Miami.
I think that stands on its own.
Yeah.
Without answering.
And my second question is, what was Mario Cristobal's player impact as a player at the University of Miami? What did Mario Cristobal do as a football player at the University of Miami in comparison to Willis McGahee?
You know, that's a good question, Mike. And I didn't know you were going to ask that, right?
No.
Don't script anything.
No.
Okay, so Mario Cristobal couldn't carry Willis McGahee's Gatorade bucket or jockstrap or bag. Let's be clear.
Yep.
Okay. This guy is got a real dictator mindset, and he wants to control the narrative in everything he does. If you got bad news or you have bad information as it relates to Miami, you're out. And I know this firsthand, people. Like, I know this firsthand. Okay. Can I mention some of the coaches that have been cast aside? Because I'll tell you, they hate him. Former and current staff, they hate him. Because this guy's not about football. This guy's about petty. You're worrying about Willis McGahee. That guy could hurt the program by not being part of it. It gets better, Mike. Friday, he goes to meet with the AD. They're not even willing to compromise. What's the compromise? He's 43 years old, Mike. You're going to tell a grown man who he can hang out with? And I really want to go off on a couple of other guys, former guys, but I won't, because they know and I know. But I'm not the one that's trying to start a problem here. I'm going about my life. I'm still about the you, and you know I am. Just to see Willis, I couldn't believe it. Can you imagine Tim Tebow going for field passes and being denied? Can you imagine Deion Sanders? Yeah, I'm here to pick up my, say, what's your name? Sanders. Deion? Yeah, we don't have access for you. What? What? Man, you should be embarrassed, Mario. You should be embarrassed. And the AD, you're just a new guy. Radikavich, whatever your name is. You're just new to the program. I got it. But you guys, and you know how many national people have reached out to me? You know how many national people have reached out to me to get this? And I only went forward. I asked Willis. I said, if you want me to let this die, I'll let it die. Willis is like, one door closes, another one opens. It's a humble dude, man. But I have to speak on his behalf. You want to shoot at me? Shoot at me. That's cool, man. You know, maybe I deserve it with the scandal and everything else, me going to prison, whatever it is. But don't take it out on that guy. That guy is a living legend at this program.
Nevin, and this started at FSU. Right?
Yes, it did. And this has been building. And, like, what about every other guy that comes on my show? And see, Mike, I'm glad we're really having this conversation, because a lot of people ask us, what about your guests? You know this firsthand. Can I get our 5, 10 best players on the team right now? Could I get them or their families to come sit down with me?
Yes.
Multiple people have reached out. Please, can I come on? I'm not going to put their names out and blow their spot up. I don't do it because I know what kind of petty dude this guy is. He'll put a guy in a doghouse. Mario, when you needed me, you needed me. Let's not forget how you got your job at FIU. right? Okay? Think I had nothing to do with it? We both know better. Pete Garcia was my guy.
Yeah. I want to ask you this too. What are your thoughts? Because there is another guy in the background too that is involved in this situation. That's kind of in his ear.
Yeah.
They kind of compare him to you.
Now listen, please. There's no comparison, Mike. Like, let's stop.
No, I just listen.
Yeah. That's like comparing Walmart to a bodega. Let's start there, okay? Stop. His name's Dennis Smith. I don't have anything negative to say about him. He's the D train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the money guy from Miami.
Yeah. Everyone gets on the next stop. Oh, you're a 4-star? Here, here's $1 million. Oh, you're a 5-star? Here's 2.
Yeah.
That's how we recruit people, like, just so you know.
Yeah, it's a shame.
And if you don't like me, you know what? Listen, I'm not allowed to curse. That's how it goes. This is the real. This is what it is, not what you want it to be.
I just don't understand, man. He's such a legend. I feel so bad for him. He's such a heralded player at this program, and it's just a shame that this is what's going on.
Willis McGahee.
I know. It's a shame.
Did you guys get into in your last show? I'm not sure about the statistic you gave me on Miami having the top 10 freshmen.
Yeah, I just did that on this last post game.
Right, because I was floored when you gave me those statistics.
Yeah. Put them on the shelf. Let's save them for next year.
Yeah. No, it's
so someone else can come bid and get them. People, let me explain to you how this whole thing is going. When you got freshmen that can really play, this staff here is holding them back so they don't have to pay them at the end of the season. Newsflash, this is how it works. Jordan Lyle sitting on the bench. JoJo Trader, even though he's got to take his own responsibility. Nye Carr, he quit, came back for what? The one reception that we have for the year? He has one reception for the year. So he quit to come back for one grab. People, you really want me to let loose? Just put it in the comments. I'll give you guys everything. You want to watch those other dudes who put the UM stadium behind them like that's a podcast? Listen, there's fiction and then there's nonfiction, right? Go watch that Space Cadet show or come down to Earth and watch this show.
Yeah.
That guy looks like Herman Munster, but enough of him. Speaking of cartoons.
Yeah, well.
Dude, if that guy's head grows any more, it won't fit into the camera. I'm good, man.
He started it, too. That guy started it with you. So,
and
I think there's...
Birdie told me they got a lot of chaos over there.
Yeah.
A lot of chaos is going on over there. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
And things are not looking very good over there at Kane's Insight. That's what I'm hearing. Donald Trump voice. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Interesting. We try to give it raw and real to the fans. Some people appreciate it, some don't, but we're going to give it to you real anyway.
Appreciate what I have to say. Turn on the fictional TV.
Yep. This is what's happening in our program, and it's showing.
One last thing before you guys get up. I find it fascinating that this is what they're worrying about, not winning on the football.
Yeah, this is Jeff Brom gave this guy, he basically went, you know what Jeff Brom did? He went, so you're in junior high. Hey, man, let me get your lunch money. What? Mario had to take his lunch money and give it to Jeff Brom.
Oh, my God.
But no, he's worrying about Willis McGahee.
Here's the...
hanging out with me. You know why? Because he knows I know. He knows I know.
You always mention, hey, bring me back. But you and I have had many conversations.
Yeah.
That's never going to happen.
No.
Right? Say,
let's be realistic.
You say more as a troll.
Yeah, it's a troll, people. Yeah. I'm never going to have any affiliation to the program. Let's be real. They would never have me back. And I'm an older man now. I'm 56 years old, and I'm in a different stage of my life. I have been away for 10 years. I lost my freedom. I'm in the middle of working on a movie, a major motion picture, a docu-series, multiple speaking engagements, a true crime podcast. I have too much to do than go babysit Dennis Smith and his gerbils.
Right. You're sitting there because you have passion for the university
right.
that you helped build, right? Some of the greatest teams that the program's ever seen, and arguably the best team that's ever played college football, right? The 01 team, and you want to see the university succeed. Well, what I can't understand is why do they think you're such a threat? I still don't understand that.
I can't even answer that question. It's a great question. I think there's a lot of paranoia involved. I'm not looking to do anything to be near that program. I went down there. I took a picture in front of the U, and the real reason is because I had to go pick up something for my niece, and I was down there. Other than that, there's no reason. They're worried about me showing up on a sideline. Are you kidding me?
And multiple people, right? And I'm not going to disclose who the names are, but they're prominent people in the media. They're prominent people that have covered South Florida sports. They're prominent high school coaches down here that they're calling, and it's not coming directly from Mario, but it's either D-Train or somebody on the staff saying, hey, Mario's not going to be happy with you because you went on Nevin's show or you're hanging out with Nevin.
Yeah.
I find that fascinating, number one. Number two, I find it very petty that he's worried about that because it tells me that they're watching the show, number one.
Why? And why wouldn't you?
Right.
If you're a Miami fan, and no, honestly, if you're a Miami fan, why wouldn't you watch the show?
I'm gonna ask you a question. If this was an Alabama show and Nick Saban was the head coach, you think Nick Saban would be watching this?
I always say it. What's my favorite line? Yeah. But it's not like a line, like a joke, a punchline. It's the honest truth. Right. Mario Cristobal thinks he's Nick Saban. Minus 7 titles. Right. He walks around, we got to get better. Dude, your word salad is garbage already. Man, it's garbage. It's so, like enough. It's so tiring saying the right thing. Why don't you just go coach and do the right thing? You know what I mean? $80 million for that. I mean, it's what would they, if he was in Louisiana, what would they do to him?
Oh, my
God. Alabama? Oregon, he could have gotten away with it. He was in the mountains. Alabama? Louisiana? Southeastern Conference? Forget about it. This guy, there's no more excuses. This is it. Man, go to the playoffs or resign. And take a discount on the buyout.
Yeah. I just, and this is the last thing I'll say, they're singling out Willis for no reason. Willis is a good guy. He's been around the program, loves the University of Miami. I've had numerous conversations.
First thing he said, what did he say to me before he came on to do the interview? Yeah. Slow down on Mario. Man, don't come at Mario.
He's coached you on that, and he's told you, I've been in those conversations where he says, hey, slow down the University of Miami. Mario's done a good job. He's a #1 supporter of the University of Miami. He's had a 20-year relationship with you.
25. Known him since Central as a senior.
You say, hey, you know what? You just can't hang out. He's a grown adult. He's a grown man. You don't know the relationship and the implications that Nevin and Willis have had. Like, I just, for the life of me, I cannot understand that he went down this path. And listen, I'm gonna put myself in their position. To protect their brand, I get why they're doing what they're doing, but there's a way of going about it that you should do it. They should have called Willis in and said, hey, we have some concerns. These are the concerns that we have. What's Nevin's involvement? What is he trying to do? What is he trying to accomplish? Okay? Look, we feel this way. How can we work this out? Right? That's the approach, I think. But they went straight to, like, hitting the nuke.
DEFCON 7, yeah.
Exactly.
Can I make one point in addition to this? There are four, and you know all 4, serious South Florida recruits. Not all coming in now. Their families have reached out to me. What is your, how do you feel about our kid coming here? Right? And I've been very supportive.
100%.
You know it.
100%.
And would you say they're high flyers?
They're all 4
top of the food chain.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's rolling tricky dice, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying.
And the numerous programs outside of the University of Miami that you have relationships with. Listen, they're playing they're playing a game. You know, my dad used to say, don't jump in the pool because you don't reach, and they're jumping in the pool where they don't reach, and it's going to create bigger problems. He needs to focus on winning football games, okay? Winning finally their first ACC championship. You have a $35 million roster, okay, and you have nothing to show for it. But you're kicking out one of your biggest stars and former players from not going on the sidelines and not having accessibility and suspending his, privileges until further notice. And I don't even know how you gauge that. What, he's just that's it?
3.
Eliminate you from his life so he can get back?
3.
He earned, and you're right, he lost $30 million. He would have been the second pick in that draft.
That's a fact.
He almost lost a leg. Forget the $30 million, because they almost lost a freaking leg in that national championship. Okay, and this is how you repay him? And you don't even have a conversation where you bring him in, say, hey, we have some concerns. Remember that we're trying to protect the brand. We can't go back.
And who do they send in? This is a Mario call. Like, this is a Mario Cristobal call. He sends in the AD. No disrespect to him. He just came off the bus a week ago, right? Like, he couldn't even tell you Willis McGahee is, right? He's new. It's not even his fault. He was just the guy to put in to do this. This is Mario's work. We know what you did. We know what you're about. And by the way, you know what? Since we're on it, let me go in deeper. Okay? Lamar Thomas waiting to get a job. Hasn't gotten a job. Kevin Beard coaching without a contract in the spring. Former guy, former player, coaching with no contract. That's cool, Mario. Should I keep going? Pop Cooney, kick to the curb. Now he's at Texas A&M, and they're about to be in the national championship picture, right? If they're not already. Who else am I leaving? Oh, Alonzo Highsmith, bansheed to the side, a legend, who, by the way, is a real NFL GM. A real one. And a legend in Miami, and knows the Miami pipeline better than anybody. I put him against anybody in America for his specific topic. Put into a corner office, couldn't even deal with the players.
How about this one?
Shoot.
It should have been our defensive coordinator from the beginning, Charlie Strong. Kick to the side. He was dying. He was already here on our staff and would have been next up to be the DC and would have ran this defense.
This is what when you, Aaron Feld, strength and conditioning coach. Well, there was only one outlet that knew what happened to that guy. Just so happened to be ours. How do you think that happened? Yeah, this guy leaves disciples in his wake. This is what he does.
Yeah.
There's no complexity to their thought process, because if I'm him, I would have never done what he did, because this is what's going to happen. They forget you have a platform. Willis McGahee has a platform. Like, you're not going to be silenced.
Yep.
And he didn't calculate that right. And now you're going to get a fan base behind this situation. Now everybody's going to know.
I'll tell you this. If this guy don't win something 2 years from now, I'll still be here doing this show with this guy. God willing, I'm healthy. He won't be. I mean, he can take his money and do whatever, but, like, listen, Mike, he thinks he is the you. He thinks he's the you. Nevin Shapiro's going to come and go. Jimmy Johnson's come and go. Howard Schnellenberg come and go. Craig Erickson, Dennis Erickson, name every player you could think of. Butch Davis, they're all going to come and go. This is the city's program. It's a brand. He's holding the keys to the car. He don't own the car. He's renting the car.
Yeah, I hope they focus on winning football games. I hope they do right by Willis. I want to see this situation resolved immediately and not go down this path. You're not a threat to the University of Miami. You don't care to be a threat. You don't care to be messing around with their players. You've turned down numerous players to be represented by you, and you have no interest in it. I just got to make that clear. Like, let's just move on, okay? Nevin has a lot of passion for the University of Miami, okay? Loves the program, wants to see it succeed. But take it out on Willis because of his relationship. I think it's petty. I think it's not from a place of strength, Mario. And dude, you just gotta keep it moving, man. Like, focus on winning football games. This program these fans want to see you succeed and want to see you bring a national championship to the University of Miami. Focus on that.
Yep.
Focus on that. The rest will take care of itself.
Yep.
And go get a real personnel guy.
Yeah. Well, guys, hopefully this clears it up of the reason why we were a little late to our podcast last week. But
out of respect to Willis.
Yes, it was.
Out of respect to Willis, I didn't go.
Yeah.
Because he was very upset about this, and I said, let's just sit on it. But someone jumped the gun.
Well, it was the reason why I also didn't have you on that video, and I did it by myself because I know you were really upset. And I didn't know how much that video was going to catch traction, and that video actually exploded when I posted that video. But this kind of clears it up at least, and I'm happy that we're at least able to air out the truth, and tell people kind of what's going on, because that's kind of our, motto of our podcast is we give the fans the truth, authenticity, correct. So everybody, if you are not subscribed yet, please click that subscribe button before you leave. And of course, as always, we'll catch you on the next one.